Hey, MacDowin here. Today we are taking a look at the 4-inch Fortnite action figure Riptide from Jazwares. This figure was a surprise and has replaced Dire as a solo release figure, so we won't be getting a new Dire figure at this point. This figure is not out yet for public release and probably won't be for another month or two. I did not get a package with it, but when it's released, it will be a solo figure. A friend sent this to me from overseas, so let's jump in and take a look at it. If you are new to the channel, welcome, and please subscribe so you'll be notified of future videos. If you want to help the channel out and you play Fortnite, please feel free to add my creator code to your Epic account. It's MacDowin. Riptide is a rare skin and is part of the Open Water set. Released in Chapter 2 Season 1, this skin was part of the Battle Pass at Tier 1. This particular style was unlocked by completing the Alter Ego challenges. This figure is number 159 from the Jazwares 4-inch line of action figures. The figure comes with the Angler Axe harvesting tool, and actually this figure came with one of these, just this one. My guess is, since this is a dual-wielding harvesting tool, we will probably get two of these with the actual release of the solo figure. It's got a nice silver shine up here on the blade, green and red down here, and some dark gunmetalish charcoal colors down there. I like this design. I think this looks nice. So this figure is about 4 inches tall, has 28 points of articulation, the pretty basic standard of the average Fortnite action figure from Jazwares. One of the first things I'll point out is his waist does not really move. Actually, no, it doesn't move at all, and I'll show you why in just a moment. But you know, it's a really nice looking figure. We'll just jump right into articulation. The head can rotate back and forth very well. He can look up about like that. Can look down about like that, looking straight ahead. His arms rotate all the way around at the shoulders, and this one's a little stiff. You can probably hear those cracks. He's getting old. The joints are oh, there we go. The joints are I can't get this back on now. The joints are cracking anyway. But he brings his arms up about that far. He's got the rotation and the hinge at the elbow, and rotation and hinge at the wrist. We'll put his arms back down so you can see what kind of range he has with the elbows. They're just a little under 90 degrees, I would say. Get it up there all the way. So he can go about that far. I think that's actually pretty good compared to some. He's got a lot of bulk on him. If you want him to do this, well, actually, his torso moves a little bit. I'll hold on to it here. I don't know how well you can see it. It moves a little bit. If you want him to do the splits, he can go up about that far. There's this little bit of line or rope on his right side that if you take his right leg up too far, it'll come back down just a little bit. He's got hindrance over here, so he only goes about that far. He has got some standard thigh rotation and double pin at the knee. The ankle rotates and hinges. I gotta be careful. This one's tight, but they do the standard hinge, and that's it. That's this fisherman's articulation. That is it. So I said the waist doesn't move, and I'll show you. It doesn't move, and I'll show you why. And it's because of this midsection. He has got a very large and bulky midsection here, and I'll pop him apart again so you can see. So this is his midsection right here. Let's get that midsection. Come on, you. There we go. He has got a really large and bulky midsection. I'm gonna try and bump the light up there a little bit. It seems dark. But that's pretty big. Now you can actually have this figure, put him back together there without the midsection if you'd like, and I don't think he looks horrible. I mean, he does look a little weird. There's this bit of a gap here, and so if the gap wasn't there, you know, this actually wouldn't look really that bad, I don't think. So, but anyway, you can get him to rotate at that point. for what that's worth. But yeah, it's a pretty big, bulky midsection. It's highly detailed. I would say it's highly detailed in my personal opinion. We'll pop him back together here. And yeah, so there we go. But because of that, it will limit posing. So you can't like put him down and twist him. Unfortunately, this nice midsection does hinder his articulation. So you're gonna do a lot of straight on poses. You're just gonna, yeah, you're gonna turn the head a lot. Unless you remove this. I don't know if there's a way of, it's oval and it's stuck down in a section. So I don't know that you can do a lot of trimming. If anyone knows how to customize and get this figure and does some customizing to get this section to rotate, let me know. That would be really cool to hear. But as of right now, I'd say he's pretty, unless you remove this perma waist stuck. Is that a word? Perma waist stuck? I don't know. But that wraps this up. So overall, this skin is something I use really, really rare because there's so many more interesting skins out there to use. But this is a beautifully designed figure. At least I think it is. I think it looks very nice. There's lots of nice detail. He's got his knife up here with the red handle. There's a little... I never figured out what these were. If this is like a language or just symbols. He's got barrels, not barrels, but shells here on his right. He's got the logo there. He's got this cool eye patches. Just a lot of detail. I like this camo. The camo's cool too. But there's so much detail. The head sculpt, I'm going to bring that in here real quick if I can. I mean, look at, there we go. Look at the head sculpt. This is actually one of the better ones from Jazwares. Let's get it, there we go. Focus. I think this is one of the better ones. And if you're a customizer, you could use this head, repaint the hair, do some things. I think you could do some really cool stuff with it. It's very nice. And this midsection, even though it's a little bit obnoxious, let me move his arms out of the way. Look at that. There's like detail. There's some, looks like, what? Hook and tackle boxes maybe. There's a gun back here. I'm not sure what that is. Just some stuff. There's a lot of stuff. Detail. There's a little pouch here in the front. It's a really cool midsection, even if it does hinder. And so I think the design is really pretty good for this figure overall. All right, so this is a figure that I really hope we see again by them releasing the Turk figure. Pretty much, I think all you need to do is just swap the head and repaint it, and that's it. So Jazwares, make a new head. Let's get Turk out here soon. Maybe next year, early next year. I hope we don't forget about Turk before you switch, I guess, themes. I don't know if you're really doing themes at the moment or what, but anyway. Oh, one thing before I go, I mentioned earlier how this is figure 159, and how we know that is on the foot. You see this on the right foot? There is a number 159, and they started doing that, I believe, with figure number 150, and I'll talk about that in another video. But I wanted to point that out. This is figure 159, and he just fell over because he's so happy to be 159. Anyway, now it's your turn. What do you think about this figure? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And before you go, if you haven't already, check out my review of the 8-ball preset pack in the lower left corner. Thank you for watching. Please like this video and share it everywhere. It really helps the channel to grow. I will see you in the next video.